let's react to the 5 minute mark. Oh, let's just scrub through a little bit.
Oh, you don't know?
That's not what we all do. For first of all, capable of taking care of ourselves. Like that lady over there, what's her story? They love talking about themselves when they feel like someone's actually listening, leaving us feeling greater, more fulfilled. What's my mission? Is there even any at all? No, no, no. Okay, you guys want to watch the full video? Check out her channel. 5 minute mark. 5 minute mark.
Take art, for example. Any art. A painting, let's say. Don't you wonder what exactly was going through the artist's mind at the time of its creation? Don't you wonder if once the painting was finished, they felt like they got everything they needed to get out? Maybe there wasn't much thought going into it at all. I wonder. It's funny. I get lost in these big questions, yet allow myself to worry about the smallest things. One moment I'm thinking, the universe is huge and we don't matter. And the next I'm thinking, I accidentally typed a comma instead of a period at the end of a sentence in an email, and now I can't stop thinking about it.
Same. That's exactly what I do. Can't stop thinking about the messages I send on Reddit, and just my YouTube channel. Just fucking so many things I've done wrong, but I can't change it. But yeah, then I go thinking about like, what am I even doing? I've been thinking less about deep stuff, just because I'm broke, and I've been thinking more, like how to get out of my situation, because I'm a little bit on survival mode at this time.
Now I know. As INFJs, it might seem like we're a little too invested in trying to make sense of everything and everyone all the time. But really, the person we yearn to understand the most is often ourselves. Our
Yeah, that's true.
experiences, our interactions, our existence in this world. Sounds exhausting, doesn't it? Yeah, it is sometimes. I mean, imagine being wired to kind of be like, here, let me grab all that emotional baggage from you real quick, although I'm already drowning in my own. Now, some people might tell us to
Yeah, empathy. Yeah, we apparently we're more likely to be empathetic. Now, I did a poll on Reddit, and it isn't true that every INFJ is empathetic, by the way. But yes, a majority, not a majority, but a large percentage are very empathetic. They we're feelers. Like any feeler, we feel empathy. But apparently we do feel we don't just sympathize with people. We actually do feel their pain. That's why back when I was really depressed, I usually looked at couldn't look at homeless people, because I just well, I did look at them, but I meant I couldn't stand it. And I'd give them like a lot of money back when I was a student in college, but back when I had money. But I just I o- I could like I felt so bad. I felt terrible. And one day we really need to fix this homelessness situation. Um, if I ever get rich, that's one of the things I'm gonna look into. But just imagine being homeless. Just imagine not having a place to sleep and being out there and never knowing who's gonna attack you. Not being able to shower, not being able to shit. Like, where do you go to shit? Where do you go? Public toilets, like, are there any that's open for you? Some people, I can't even imagine it. If you don't get to a hostel, how do you survive? I don't know. Long story short, empathetic, yeah.
just let loose and be in the moment.
I'm so bad. Is every INFJ this bad? I'm so bad at articulating my emotions, because I feel I feel a lot of intense emotions. but I'm an introvert and I don't usually have people to talk to about that. So I'm not used to talking about it. So I don't have practice or the ability to articulate my emotions in a succinct way. It'll take me an hour, and I don't want to I don't want to take an hour of your time, guys.
That one I'm not quite sure about. See, if I can't even pass a bright purple flower, a beautiful building, or a drawing without stopping to admire it, how much more in the moment can a person be?
Yeah, I'm not exactly the same because I've kind of gotten bored of the physical world. Uh, thanks depression. But when I play video games, yeah, I can't stop looking at stuff. I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn right now, and you guys are going to see some clips of that. And you'll see that I'm just exploring and exploring and looking at stuff all the time because, yeah, I like to look at beautiful shit. But at the same time, I don't think this is an INFJ thing. I think this is an everybody thing.
Now, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Squarespace. Now, if you are a blogger or an artist,
Okay, ad. So this is the ad part. Then that means we can react to a little bit more. 6 minutes. Therefore, where do we react from? The 5 minute mark? Yeah, let's react to another minute of this. Bang.
Trying to figure it out is overwhelming, fun, scary, and exciting, all at the same time. I know that outwardly I might seem pretty serious, but my mind is very much like a candy store.
Yeah, exactly. We're serious, because that's how our I read about this in the MBTI book. This is how our auxiliary function operates. Okay, is that what it's called? Auxiliary function, right? I'm not too. I don't know. Basically, the way we deal with the world, because we're introverted, our second function, so to speak, extroverted feeling takes over and that's extroverted feeling. So when just think of an extrovert who is a feeler, who's touchy feely, emotional, etc., empathetic. That's our function, but it's not our dominant function. It's in fact just the helper. So when you get to know an INFJ, most of it, what you see is just their little helper function. Most of our minds are focused on our dominant one, which is the introverted intuition, which happens inside. And inside it gets crazy. So outside we appear to be these kind, serious individuals, but inside we're what's the word? We're erratic. We're you're very silly, very silly.
It's colorful and filled with symbols and images. It's not that serious, believe it or not. Well, it's serious, but in a playful way. At least I like to think so. Honestly, the images I get in my head sometimes are absolutely ridiculous.
You sound really ununderstandable, Lana. Which is how I assume people will react to this. Is they will be like, what are you on about? They'll like the video, appreciate its aesthetic, but they won't really understand what you're talking about. But I do. I get what you're trying to say. It sounds like you're overdoing it, I suppose. Like you're exaggerating, but you're not. You're actually not, and I understand that. It would be interesting, for people to see an INFJ talking to an INFJ, talking about stuff, talking about their experiences, talking about what similarities they have.
Don't know where I get it from. I wish I could paint with my thoughts alone to show you. I wonder if you would find them as amusing as I do. Because my mind is a 24/7 candy store, a lot of thought goes into the things I allow into my space. This includes the people I let in, too. It might make me less spontaneous in a way, but it makes me very curious. and it makes everything that much more interesting to me. Take art, for example.
Right. So we watched this part. Interesting, Lana. Interesting. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Yeah. Our minds are like a candy store. If you could just see what I think, well, you guys will see. Um, there's a video out that's gonna be that it's kinda based on Frank James's videos. It's gonna be uploaded. Yeah. So that shit popped into my head one day. That's the kind of shit I think about sometimes. Completely useless shit. But yeah, I mean, yeah, check it out. Check it out. Apparently, me as an INFJ watching this, mind occasionally drifting somewhere else. Um, maybe because the video's a little too long. It's 8 minutes, right? You know, because it's mostly photography. It's mostly like just showing you around. It has a very nice narration. But if you're not an INFJ, you don't relate. Then what 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 about it interests you, right? I get it. But I wonder if oh, you're an INFJ, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I relate to this too much. I wonder if I'm the one. Oops. I wonder if I'm the one overthinking sometimes, or if everyone else is just underthinking. I get what you mean, but the way it sounds, right? This is shit that you don't. This is the shit that INFJs don't want to say in public because it makes them sound arrogant. But it's not. It's not. It's not what we mean, though. You just don't get it. That what we're trying to say. Um, and it's not a bad thing to underthink. Sometimes that's really unhealthy, but INFJs do tend to want to think about things over and over, like go deep into it. We're like puzzle solvers. We just like to go into it. Does anything we think about, does it matter? Does it have any value? Maybe not, but we love doing it. That's just what we're inclined to do, and that's not exactly a healthy way to live. Sometimes you just gotta live. You just gotta not think about stuff. Oh, as an INFJ, I wish I could just not think about stuff. It's not a matter of arrogance. I don't want to fucking think all the time. Sometimes. But it's difficult to explain because I mean INTJs think about useful shit probably compared to the INFJ. I'm kidding. It depends. It depends. INTJ is basically the same except cut out all the stuff about people and feelings. I didn't know you watch Lana Blakely, Tech Lead, or are aware of the MBTI. I suppose it's used a lot in business, but I've never been asked about MBTI. Tech Lead talks back in my coding days. No, just kidding. I had no coding days. I was just interested in code. He's a famous coding YouTuber. It's hard being an INFJ in this world. Oh, boo-hoo. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, it is hard, but it's also hard being every other type though. INTJ, INTP, it's all the same. We're all struggling. Hey, INFP. That's a hard life. We're all struggling in our own way. Great video, Lana. Insightful and beautifully shot. Though if I made a day in my life, it would just be me in my apartment. Making those new videos, I assume? Because you work hard. You work to do your upload frequency. You need to work hard. I expect like 10 hours a day at home, right? I'd imagine if I were to do what you did, holy shit. Cool. Great vid. Would be interesting to see you interact with another INFJ.